Okay, so here we go in potentially our final game of the night. We have KS.aGaham spawning as the pink Zerg in the top right, and in the bottom left we have Fnatic's Harstem as the blue Protoss. This is your favourite map, Daybreak.
It is my favourite map, and I am so happy that you reminded everyone of that, because I love Daybreak, and I seriously nearly started, when I found out that it was removed from the map pool, I did nearly begin one of those stupid Facebook campaigns where you sit there with a piece of paper and it's like, if this post gets 1,000 million likes, Blizzard won't take Daybreak out of the map pool.
Aww.
That's how much I'm gonna miss it.
But you have to love the new Blizzard maps that are
I don't know.
Interesting.
This is my problem. I get attached to the maps of the current season far too much, and when there's change, I think the new maps are horrible.
Until we get used to them.
Until I get used to them, and I'm like, yeah, they're okay. But no, the new ones are a bit funky.
They are, and I commend the effort, because it would be nice to kind of see maps turning into more of a unique thing. But then also, like, I'm not sure that this is the right way to do it with that weird backdoor path and stuff like that. I do like the idea of trying to make maps more unique.
Yeah.
But no island maps, please, for the love of God, they don't really work.
What about islands with a tiny, thin little bridge to it?
Again, I'm not sure that'll work, because you just put you put like 2 siege tanks, or like 3 widow mines, nothing will get through.
Just line it with widow mines the entire way along.
Yeah, one next to each other, and you just run one ling in at a time, and by the time you've triggered all of them, the first one's refreshed.
Or this would be a pro map. Just split down the middle, like so you have 2 rows of just like 10 bases with just a tiny like 2 block thick path joining the 2 different platforms.
And everyone tries to rush Zerglings, and some guy just drops a depot, and he's like, no.
We should never become map designers, but what we should become is a bit more attentive to what's happening in the game, because I don't mean to alarm anyone, but we have got a spawning pool into a hatchery out of KS.aGaham and a forge fast expansion out of Harstem. I don't know when I last saw this build, but my goodness, we could be going to the mid game.
We did, and we saw KS.aGaham getting that early pool again, but this time opting only for 2 links, which is what we kind of thought he would do last game, because committing to the full 6 initially is it's madness, I say, because it's just wasted resources that he could be spending elsewhere.
This is madness. No, this is Daybreak.
And because of that, it's the same build. Harstem has to wall off with the double gateway. So
but that's
already...
not. That's oh, he cancels it. Ooh. Okay, so he cancels it, seeing that there was only 2 Zerglings there and wasn't too scared, which is fine because there's only 2 Zerglings.
Yep, so correct response, but it does help in delaying that Nexus slightly, and double expand, I do like this. KS.aGaham getting very greedy in response to this Nexus, and as he should. I mean, there's nothing to stop him from doing this.
There is nothing at all, basically, and yeah, I would say follow up to this. There's my favourite build on this map, okay, as Protoss against Zerg, is you go Blink Stalkers with the Mothership Core off of 5 gates and you kill this 3rd base so damn dead. And the reason it's so damn dead, and the reason it's awesome, right, is because you get in there with the Blink Stalkers and you're like, pew pew pew, and if you get surrounded, you use mass recall. If you don't get surrounded, you kill a 3rd hatchery. Either way, the worst case scenario is you lose 1 or 2 stalkers. Best case scenario, you kill a hatchery. But even if you get the worst case, you've still forced a whole ton of Zerglings and Roaches that will be useless because you've mass recalled with your entire army.
Yeah, true. And I mean, they'll be more than useless, the Roaches especially, because they're taking gas away from them teching up, which is exactly what they want to do. They don't want to spend their gas on Roaches. They're not the best gas, not the best unit to dump their gas into. No,
they're not, and that of course is a big problem, because as we can see, we've just got, well, not too much going on for the time being, but this is, I'm thinking actually Harstem, he's going for something a bit funky, because he's only got 1 gas, and this is really, really late to have only 1 gas. He's gonna do
some weird, like...
big gateway zealot push.
Yeah, mass zealot push that just throws him completely off guard.
But mass zealot pushes are awesome. Like, if you don't have Roaches, GG.
1, 2, 3, 4...
He should get up at least 6 gates, I think.
Yeah, 6.
Maybe even 7.
6, and I like the positioning as well. This is a really hard spot for an Overlord to get into.
To be fair, I have actually seen this build executed with 10 gates, and it was hilarious.
6 gate, 7 gate, 8 gate? No, not 8 gate.
This is counting time, as we watch together.
Yeah. 8!
Of course.
8 gates!
I don't know if they get Sesame Street in the Netherlands.
No, everyone knows Sesame Street, come on.
Everyone knows this. That was my first computer game ever, was Sesame Street.
Mine was a game called Maths Blaster.
Wow. That sounds
cool. You learned maths, it was awesome. Go check it out, it was around since the 80s.
My first game was Sesame Street, my second game was Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I was the happiest kid ever.
Oh god, Mana Nexus. Always using this for cannon. This is really cool either way, I love this.
It's a cannon nexus, that's the purpose of it. This is...
Proxy Planetary Fortress, essentially. I'm not sure it'll go up, but it's distracting him from attacking Proxy Pylon, that's what I know.
Yeah, and it also just means that more and more units are getting warped in, and it's up against only Zerglings. And
Yeah,
then, of course, the Nexus cannon is coming down again. This is a brilliant build. Oh, Harstem. Harstem, Harstem, Harstem.
Screw mass recall, I'm gonna put a cannon on them. And Zerglings versus Zealots. I mean, the Stalkers themselves can fight all of this for eternity, but the Zealots can just straight up fight this and have no problems whatsoever. Loads of Queens in here, but I mean, off creep, they're not gonna do anything. And
This is the hashtag Year of Harstem, hashtag YOLO build. Pretty much. And of course, anyone who doesn't know the hashtag Year of Harstem, just ask Harstem about it. Every time Protoss won something, he would just be like, hashtag Year of Harstem on Twitter. So, yep, this is not looking good, and of course, the Nexus cannon will imminently be going down.
yeah, well, I mean, how long have we got left on that Nexus? Just 35 more seconds, and then it's gonna go down. And then he can really put the pressure on.
This is... okay. Any second. Well, not any second, but the Zerglings coming in again, and they're like, we still can't kill Zealots. This isn't going to work. But knowing he's got to do something, so he's moving the Spine Crawlers forward, the Spine Crawlers taking some damage to Roaches, coming out, but here we go, any second. Right, ready, boom! Nexus cannon.
Boom. And Spine Crawlers versus Nexus is an epic battle that you don't quite often get to see, but it's always enjoyable when you do. Zerglings coming in now, trying to engage the Zealots head on, they just get slaughtered. Roaches now trying to do damage, force fields behind them, allowing the Zealots to go in and get into close range, and that's going to be that. That Nexus cannon just whittling everything else down while the Stalkers pick everything else off, and that's going to be game here.
It is going to be game, to be honest, because there's the cannon just outside of your natural.
There's a cannon on the Nexus in your base.
I don't think you quite realise how bad this situation is for you. But there is a base by your base which has a cannon on it, and your base does not have a cannon. And that is always a problem. Of course, another photon cannon will be able to activate in about 4 seconds.
Yep, as he gets to 100 energy, he can just turn it on again. And after evaluating the situation, Agaham says, this is not good. More Stalkers being warped in now, as his gas count has risen, and the Roach count does. And just this cannon, man, it means the Stalkers can go in and poke at the natural, and the Roaches are constantly under attack.
It's just like, what are you gonna do? Defend against my base? Like, come on, kill my third. It's right here, just come on. Come and kill it, bro. Come and kill it. It's not like it's a cannon or anything.
I want his probe to start going long distance mining from the natural.
Just mining from the central fort. If it was a gold base, it may be viable. But no, of course, things are looking really bad now for AGAHam, who's trying to do his best to defend this. His third hatchery is still up, to be fair, but Harstem, he's destroying everything with his cannon.
Yeah, his third hatchery is up, but he's only using it for production. Is there a queen to inject? No queens to inject, and that's it. GG, AGAHam taps out, and Harstem with some really quirky and fun play there just to end the night, and I love that.